Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a fairly productive, if not ultimately super stressful, Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing out? Oh man, just like the rest of the world, I woke up to pretty psychotic tweet from our dear president that sent virtually everyone with any semblance of a conscience into a apoplectic fit of anxiety pretty much all day long. And I was preparing all day. I was kind of just sort of low-key preparing for living in a Fallout scenario. Like I was getting my Pip-Boy all tuned up. Which is actually kind of crazy because, like, how are you supposed to be like see if I can how are you supposed to just like lock in on C# code and you're pretty certain you're about to when you're pretty certain that the world around you is about to collapse. It's kind of crazy. Gotta do what you gotta do, and today I have. Right now, I'm trying to clean up some stuff on my for my this. Why does the other one? Hmm. I'm working on. All right, so I guess I can give you guys. Oh, nobody's in here, so the best time for a sneak peek. The best time for a sneak peek is when there's nobody around to peek at it. So I've got my comic laid out at Mixam here for self-publishing, and I gotta say, not too shabby, not terribly shabby. I gotta work on the brightness on this one. Doesn't fit with everything else, but I'll do that in a second, or at least I'll do that tomorrow or something. That yeah, it looks. I think it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty decent. The only problem, and this is just not loading right. You can see the little spinning wheel, but there is a page there. It's just not loading right. But the color pages still blow me away. That's one of them right there. Wish I can get the whole damn thing colored. Monies. So what I need to do though, I need to create art for the back cover, which I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do a black with the logo. But I'm discovering now that the logo that I have, I didn't do any. I didn't like. So I got it. I had this commission from someone that had like a watermark on the PNG that he sent me, but he also sent me the Illustrator file that I could fudge around with it. And I think I'm gonna remove this detail. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with Inkscape. I kind of just, honestly, I just want the silhouette of this guy. I don't know what I'd have to do just to get There's all sorts of different. I kind of still want that. Okay. Nope. This is this guy. I'm gonna lock that too. I kind of like the way that looks. I'll fudge around with this a little bit more some other time, but I'm just gonna have this on a black background for the back page. But I need to talk to Royal because I'm gonna have to fill at least 2 pages out. So one's probably just gonna be me writing something, maybe like a thank you for purchasing or whatever, introduction, etc. But I kind of want an art piece too, like maybe some characters, X-Men style. I also, that's actually what another thing I want. I have so many asks for. Poor Royal. You put so much effort into this, and I'm just gonna be like, how about we do this? But it won't be a big ask. It won't be a huge ask at least. But I want to get these printed out before YouTube motion comic gets done, so that I can direct people to a Kickstarter where, hey, if you like this, you get the physical copy. You can donate to the Kickstarter, get a physical copy, etc. I've got some other stuff I'm planning too. So I've been working on this. I've been working. My comic is not dead. The dream is alive. The dream's not dead. But, you know, with respects to everything else going on, it is... I mean, today was just so unnecessarily fucking stupid. There's no telling what tomorrow will bring. But in those instances, all you could do is just do your best to do your best, right? And on that note, I'm going to play a little bit of RoboCop tonight. I need to get to sleep a little earlier than usual, because I am also super fucking tired. Hopefully having Inkscape open is too big of a hit on my performance, because I don't want to. Kitty out there that's scuttling around. Fucked up Intel thing that doesn't play properly. Oh wait, nope, it skipped it. Where'd I leave off? Fine, Wendell. Oh, gee. Some finding Wendell at a wall.
First, they can't even connect a few fucking cables, and now they don't even answer.
How do they not hear RoboCop walking up?
the new guy. He's waiting for some bigwig to show up. He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want to find out.
Mr. W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone. We're ready. I understand, but please tell him that this is not a meeting that can be postponed. I see.
And the lip syncing is off. I wonder if it's because of
They ain't coming, right?
Good evening, good peeps. Hope you're all safe and sound. How are you doing, Devin? Yo, what's up, Jeremy Farms? Welcome back to the stream. Doing as okay as one might expect for given today, but also been dealing with stomach issues the past couple of days, so slowly starting to settle a little. Guess I'm doing. How are you doing?
In suits.
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Robo,
Who's there? Show yourself!
you'd better not.
As you wish, creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Why do these little low-level thugs think that they could fucking deal with RoboCop?
Just look who it is! Don't you look down on us! You felt it!
Okay. No complaints, huh? That's good to hear. I've got some complaints, but I think it's been. What other gun? Ooh, no. Hold on to that for a bit.
It's working, man! It's working!
Get lost. I drive.
Hey! You metal fuck! Wanna go first, man?
We totaled RoboCop.
I guess RoboCop isn't exactly nimble enough to jump out of the way. Wait, they just left me here?
Alex,
Going to load the volcano and think about things I should do?
come to us.
Yeah, Dad, we're
Evening. Yeah, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight?
Dad? Are you...
I can't tell if the sound issues are RoboCop fucking up or if it's my computer fucking up. Okay, I think this is my computer. Got to make some lists. Things to prioritize. Time for spring cleaning. Recuperating from a 12-hour fleet on yesterday. Big war stuff helped kill a player ship worth 750 billion ISK, which is equivalent to like 1,000 or something. Never mind, more like 5K. Oh, awesome. You're up to big stuff in Eve these days.
Over here, Murphy. Dad? Is that you? You look different. You're scaring me. I don't like us. It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer.
It's not creepy at all.
The remains of my husband, a police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create I want to bury it to move forward in my life. Do you have a funeral suit?
It thinks it's something.
A world-class husband, a father, a cop.
But the other side has 6K people there before we even showed up, thinking it would be smart to crash the server and save their objective, but it backfired on them. A fucking lot of people. 50 stream streak finally? Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Congratulations. I don't know what you get for that, but...
It's true. You're not one of us anymore. You're not human. And you're not... You're just the rotting remains of Alex Murphy. You're something that should never have been. Something that should not exist. We have to fix you. We have erase. And we will. Just come to the rooftop.
This isn't trippy at all.
It's not one of us. It doesn't even have a bear. It's the crap that is stuck to our shoe. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit. We must smash that thing. Fire at will. You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't?
God damn, homie. $450 channel points every 5 streams. Oh, hell yeah, awesome. Yo, Kite, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Did you watch the Artemis crew ignore Trump? I saw that on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. There was, I don't know if you know, but there was some other crazy Trump-related stuff going on today that kind of occupied my attention a little bit.
You're back. There's coffee in the kitchen. Do you like it? The mug.
Old class hut.
Dad, can you fix the camera? I think something's broke. Hey, you fixed it! Remember I'm playing a game this afternoon? Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
Take me up to the station. I'll grab my gear.
Do you really have to go? You look so sexy in that uniform. Why won't you stay a little longer?
The fuck is the point of this? Oh, this is bad interior design here. This automatically plummeted the value of this house by a dramatic degree. It's like, well, we don't have a bedroom, but we do have a smoky alleyway of your demise.
Why are you here? Do you not love your family? No attachments, no leverage. This is a gift.
Don't take him away from me! Everyone wants to be back home with their families. Be back. No!
Oh yeah, like what, Devin, do you tell? Hey Lulu, welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight?
Welcome,
how's the
Let's take a stroll through your old home.
Do you think you can just go back? Go on with your life like nothing happened?
This is a one-family house.
how has your Renfer been treating you?
It's for sale because the head of the family to which it belonged was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten you. Why do you want to remember them? You attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you. To the part that's still human.
Have you thought it over? Why not make me an offer?
Why carry this burden? What is your sacrifice worth? Holding on to them makes you weak. Destroy them. Destroy them before they destroy you.
Confront Alex Murphy.
Alex Murphy, the one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge. Lewis gave it to me. Lewis is hurt because of you. Because you keep insisting that you're something that you're not. That you are still me and that I simply came back to life, but you're wrong. I'm dead, and I want to finally rest, but you won't let me. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family. You need to let us go. I want my badge back. I have it, so I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
Man, you already got laced up once.
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget you have a partner who's counting on take this gift.
This reminds me of the game we played, the horror game with the house and the artist. Layers of Fear. Oh yeah, I forgot about Layers of Fear. Going well, 2 more weekends. Oh, gee. Gotta happen again. I'm gonna go to Ren Fair on the last day it's there. I couldn't be helped this time.
Where's the chopper?
The fuck?
The cops will be here any...
Wendell Antonowski.
I can't tell if this is like the game. It can't be. Like, it has to be my computer.
You have the right to an attorney.
Hey! I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memory.
The hell? Why did it fuck up so awful all of a sudden?
Anything you say may be used against you.
I can give you back those memories.
Okay, I guess that... Alright. Maybe that fixed it? Maybe?
All of them. We should help each other. We have the same boss!
Police!
God damn it, you again?
People need to see this.
Cuff him. He is a cop killer.
Hands behind your back!
Can you hand me my lighter? It's a family heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
You mean this trinket? It'll be safer in the prison depository. You'll pick it up yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for
What is happening here? Is this not a delusion? I hallucinated my way to catching that dude? What the fuck?
Top story. Wendell Antonowski, the infamous new guy in town, has been apprehended today. RoboCop was able to capture Antonowski, as reported by an eyewitness, Channel 9's Samantha Ortiz. Unfortunately, no footage of the event has emerged. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a human being.
Samantha did not release the footage.
From John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, RoboCop has done more for this city than the current administration has done in its entire term. That's why I feel that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant RoboCop the status of a free, living human being. That's right, For Mills?
Wait, what's
or
his
RoboCop?
status now?
Staying on the topic of OCP, the CEO of Omni Consumer Products suffered a heart attack earlier today. The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Oh, it is me and fuck necromancers? What? Fuck necromancers, kill necromancers, torture necromancers in their homes, beat all necromancers to death. Every necromancer is an incel who would use a love potion if given the chance. Decapitate all necromancers and cremate their heads so they can't come back. All right, I'm not sure what that's all about, but yo, what's going on, Toaster? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing?
Could this day be any better? Geez, Steph, don't you have any respect? Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo. You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
We are not done yet.
Murphy, come talk to me after you're done with your evaluation.
I'm incredibly high. No idea if it's obvious. Did you get that Willie's remedy finally?
I knew he'd get him. I just knew he'd be the one to bust that asshole.
Glad we have Murphy on our team.
Is that the TV personality I keep seeing on television? Something not many people know about me. I used to be a car mechanic before I landed this job.
Is that supposed to put us at ease, Morgan?
Easter-related rant. They're sending a replacement for the one they didn't send me. How nice of them. Oh, there was a secret in the mall. I wasn't really looking.
Congratulations on catching Wendell. You seem to constantly be front-page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
Someone is fighting for my rights.
That's probably the healthiest way of looking at it. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors. Being given human rights would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually...
Well, RoboCop, unfortunately, you missed a lot of secrets. A lot of what? Why is it my job to search for secrets?
I do not need other people's approval to determine who I am.
No. But no man is an island. The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue. But no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might not be aware of that, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell. The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
I do not know.
Don't worry. You're not alone on this. I am here to help you figure it out. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds, or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
Corrupted visions of my past.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
Okay. Time to go kill.
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way
You're
to
experiencing an
Reed?
incredible
Someone there
amount of
wants to
glitches
speak
and
to you.
malfunctions. Anyways, here's your gun. Get back out there on the streets.
If it happens, I'm definitely getting sacked. I've got a degree in robotics, not in human relations.
Sometimes I'm surprised you got a high school.
I'd
Pickles.
recognize those footsteps anywhere.
There's no surprise
Over here,
there.
Tin Man.
What are you doing here, Pickles?
Why does it have to be that I did something?
For some reason,
Maybe one of
ACAB's
your
not
guys
working.
Just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No, but none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Shit. I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
RoboCop,
Talk to you
you're gonna
later,
get this Pickles guy killed.
Did you hear? The old man had a heart attack.
Seriously?
Hey, I think you locked me out again.
I can't hear you. We're busy working.
Yeah, I get it.
Man, you're such a little bitch. Lee still does not trust Ulysses. Yeah, well. For your joke of a service going above and beyond your OCP overlord, we would like to nominate you for Rat of the Month. Heard from a reliable source that you'll win the reward since you're the snitch here. Same source says you may not make it to the award ceremony. Jesus, that's a fucking death threat, man. Kid. You gotta fucking start throwing some... Oh my god, he's looking at me with fucking... what was the guy's name on Full Metal Jacket? Looking through his damn eyebrows.
Murphy, in my office.
Yeah, they're about to bully a school shooter here. Alright, what do you want?
Catching Antonowski put a smile on a lot of people's faces, but we still have one unresolved issue.
Catching his accomplice at OCP.
Exactly. And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again. We don't want that. So who do you think it is? Becker is an obvious choice.
You know, normally I'd be on the side of strikes, but
Do you suspect that Becker is on Windows
not for
payroll?
police unions. I guess maybe for police unions too. Sure, actually, I just reversed my position. I am for strikes on police unions. Becker's on Windows payroll. I like how my options are yes or yes. I'm sure of it, or all sides point to him.
All signs point to him.
They do, don't they? And that leads me to another thing. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
Yeah, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Unusual request.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about him? Can you trust him?
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
More police strikes
That
mean
makes
less
me a
police
little
on the
less
streets.
anxious about signing him up to look after you.
I like
I'm
that idea.
skeptical
Yeah,
of
that's
anyone
why I
that
flipped on
OCP
it.
tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington. And let's not forget about Dr. Blanche. Speaking of which, Dr. Blanche, is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
They both have different ways of saying the same thing. One implies his gut feeling, the other implies all evidence points to him. Yeah, I know that. But it's funny that those are the two options. It's still basically, it's either, yes, I have evidence that proves the point, or yes, I have a gut feeling. But there is no other alternative. One way or another, it's yes. There isn't even a, I don't know. I don't know about this one. She's another OCP spy. Should I turn on my therapist?
She is likely working with OCP.
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I will meet Becker, but there is a place I will visit first.
Sure thing. In the meantime, I'll brief your overseer. Officer Washington!
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
I'm ready and willing.
That's your briefing? Oh, kid, you are toast. Go easy on that car, RoboCop. Oh, I've got skill point. What's the one that is stopping me from hacking? Everything I counter says I need engineering to be 6. That's way too high. I don't want to dump all my points there. My psychology is nothing. Do you hit enemies from behind cover by bouncing bullets off certain? What the? Hey, let's do all of that.
Did you watch the game yesterday? I don't know what's wrong with our team. We're losers.
I wanted to throw the TV out the window, but it was too heavy. I pulled a hamstring because of them.
Oh, I guess What's going on here? Oh, I gotta sway.
Wait, why are you asking me about my liver and kidneys? They shot me in the leg.
We can offer you a higher standard of accommodation and additional benefits if you
She's waiting for you, Murphy.
Just get the bullet out and let me leave.
Come on, give me the skinny. I want to know everything.
Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, partner. It's my fault. I just gotta hear what's happening at the precinct.
In usual fashion, OCP's doing everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to celebrate. Louis is feeling better, Wendell's in jail. Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Louis.
I don't know who to root for, like the evil corporation that's obstructing police processes, or the police that are opposed to the evil corporation.
I gotta admit, I sleep better knowing that you got that bastard. But what about you? How have you been lately? Did you get any more of those visions?
I still see things.
You know, ever since Antonowski showed up, they seem to be happening more often, and with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state. I just know how it affects me, so I can't imagine how it affects you. The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than done. His presence reminds me of the day that I left you. I often think that maybe if we didn't split up that day, things would have gone down differently.
Neither of us could have predicted the consequence of our actions.
That doesn't make me feel any less guilty. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers, then why did he come out now? After all this time? And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right. Is it true that he's working with someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn Becker. We should just lock him up already.
We do not have proof.
Not yet. I don't know if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack. I'm not even sure if he's in a state to talk, but it probably wouldn't hurt to check if he knows anything, right? Anyway, I think I need a little rest after all this excitement. Thank you for visiting me. We'll be back to working together in no time.
I look forward to it.
Private clinic in 20 minutes.
Good. I don't think I can last a minute longer in this stench. Hey, where do you think you're going?
To talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. You can go in.
I served this town with every drop of my sweat. I always try to improve people's lives.
Damn, what a nice ass fucking room here.
Just like you told me, Mother.
Really? He has like bottles of wine and liquor in his hospital room?
Don't you worry. I promise it will happen. Mother, why aren't you saying anything? Michael, is that you? Your halo shines so bright.
Do not worry, you are safe.
RoboCop? You came to see me? Like a real friend would? I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty. But you came back from the other side. Tell me, how was it? Was it unbearable?
The pain was unimaginable. It was like taking a nap. Light flashed before my eyes. Oh, jeez. I should strike the fear of God to this guy.
The pain is crushing, but every officer is aware of the risk.
That is not what I wanted to
Old man didn't appreciate that.
Death isn't the end. Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to do. Those saboteurs inside OCP won't let me.
Are you referring to Max Becker?
That weasel seeks not only to destroy you, but also my company. Be wary of him. I know you would never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP. Before you go, could you be so kind and give me some painkillers?
I'm not qualified to do that. Hell yeah, RoboCop, give him the painkillers.
That's better. I can always count on you. Can't I? Thank you, son.
The helicopter is on its way, sir.
Perfect. Oh, good news.
Leave now. We need to get him ready for the transfer.
Alright.
Why the long face, Robo? They'll pump him full of OCP's cocktails, and come Monday morning, he'll be back to signing deals as if nothing happened.
I don't allow you to treat me like this. I am the mayor of this city. RoboCop, you have to intervene.
What?
Is there a problem?
This man is preventing me from exposing OCP's hypocrisy. The way this hospital treats its patients is the best depiction of what OCP wants to do with this city. A brave policewoman shot in the line of duty is crammed into a small room, while the old man has a cozy VIP wing of the hospital all to himself. This is what Delta City stands for. Even bigger division.
But the time you had your tonsils removed, you were staying in the VIP wing too.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about the people. RoboCop, please stop this madness. Make a statement. That policewoman is your partner, isn't she? So tell us, doesn't she deserve better?
This is not the place for this conversation, or Lewis deserves better.
Lewis should be treated under better conditions.
Hey, cameraman, you got that? Even an OCP robot sees the hypocrisy. Listen to him. Don't let OCP take away our city. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak. Okay, guys, we're leaving.
We should find him a cozy, secluded, preferably padded room.
All right, guys. Got your political statement out of me.
I only
Is this
seek
kid that dumb?
answers.
You came, so you can follow a command. Surprising.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
Defiant as usual. Your creators screwed up the job by not installing an off switch.
Well, it doesn't pay to fix their mistakes.
It's cheaper just to replace you. So, RoboCop.
Meet the future of law enforcement.
It better not be an Ed 209. Oh, what the fuck is this thing?
Power like yours, but at the push of a button.
That is why it is not only more effective than you, but infinitely more obedient. That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell, this product speaks for itself. RoboCop, what's the status?
This is no appreciation party.
Gunshots? What's going on?
Becker has introduced me to his new robots.
UEDs? They're already functional? Mr. Becker bragged about them during my onboarding. I'll try to find something that can help. Just give me a sec.
Oh.
I am the police. Classifying criminals. Your weapons.
God damn. So if I just shoot their heads off, they just kind of roam around on their own. Why would you make it a humanoid design? The humanoid design is like...
Cleansing streets.
Don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
Robocop, I got something. A headless UED will start shooting other droids.
Yeah, I fucking... Thanks for the heads up on that.
Let us see if they ever got around to fixing it.
Warm-up is over. Get ready for the real strike. I knew the guy that made you. Bob Morton, right?
Fuck.
Brown nose. I used to be happy that he was dead. One last asshole on my way to the chairman.
How am I missing?
Now,
restoring order.
I wish he was here.
Activity. Stop resisting arrest. Delivery.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, it's way better to do it with just the handgun.
Continue the fight. Enforcing peace.
Enforcing peace.
Stop resisting arrest. Cleansing streets. Drop your weapon. I am the
Where's that guy at? Oh, there he is.
it's impossible for you to win. I've seen the simulations.
Robocop, I've got some more on the UED project. The old man didn't like it much and wanted to shut it down. He was certain that your brain was what was making you superior to them, so Becker continued to work on the project in secret.
He took a big gamble.
Hey, who are you talking to? Is that Oedipus guy helping you? Well, once I'm done with you, his career is over. You are durable, I'll give you that. You could become a strong part of my urban enforcement unit. Your redundant parts have too much impact on the game.
Oh shit, there's a guy right there. Okay, fuck. What the fuck is this? God damn, there's a lot of these things. Ah. Oh shit. Fucking A. Whoa. Oh shit. God damn it, RoboCop.
Drop your weapon. Raw delivery.
You and that damn dispatcher. He's telling you how to outplay my UEDs, isn't he?
Becker knows you are helping me.
He gave me access to the OCP data himself. Under these circumstances, I feel obliged to use them any way I see fit.
Until now, I didn't want to damage you too much, but no more.
Oh shit. I hear one walk. There he is. Oh, he ran at me. What the fuck? Oh god, they're fucking lighting me up. I don't think I have any more healing things either. God damn. I hope it starts at the end of the wave. Oh shit. Well, I'm already hurt to shit. This better be the last wave. Run, RoboCop, run! Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Okay, here's something. Oh. God damn it.
Continue the fight.
Here's the other one. Come on, get over here. Come on, get over here. Stuck on. Grass over here. Come on.
Suppressing.
Do you think OCP will keep you running indefinitely? You cost too much and object too often. You and the police.
How much money has this guy wasted already just sending all these guys at me?
I'm gonna replace all of you with them. Appreciate being among the first to know. You know what? I'll turn you off anyway. You can resist, but it doesn't change anything. I won't let something like you kill my project.
What happened to the mine? Oh man, are you kidding me? Could be a lot of them coming around this corner. Maybe. There he is. Oh, he hurt me. Oh shit, they went this? What the fuck? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, I'm done. How'd they flank me? I don't know where those other guys came from. Hey, how's it going? Yo, what's up, Whis? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Oh my god, this is bullshit. Oh, damn it. What am I stuck on? God, there's like no place to take cover. Ugh. Why did that blow up? It didn't blow up the last time I threw it. Okay, that wasn't a smart idea. They start me off in like the middle of the room with no health and like no place to take cover. Oh god, thank god, here's some things. That's bullshit, the fucking kamikaze guys. Fuck you, man. Man, they've got a little gathering right here. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Jesus Christ.
Ceasefire.
Oh shit. There's still more? Come on over here. Now I get to confront this fucking asshole? Confront him all right.
hell just happened?
Becker!
Oh, just stop right there.
Great performance, RoboCop. And Mr. Becker, it was an excellent presentation. You promised to show me a reliable remedy for this crime wave. And you really did.
Yes, I've been working on UEDs for the past 5 years.
I meant RoboCop. He's proved once again that he's still the top player.
Excuse me? It just barged in here and started accusing me of conspiracy without a shred of proof. It is not stable.
I have Wendell's confession.
Oh, do you mean the guy that's been harvesting human organs? Very reliable source. You keep forgetting that your organic components are the bane of my entire existence. They complicate things. I need a simple tool. A tool that I can control. And until this remote is in my hands, I have that... Oh!
Well, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for your presentation. I'll be watching the progress of your project. But until then, keep up the excellent work, RoboCop.
And you better keep an eye on that remote.
Oh, and I've got nothing to say to the guy that just tried to kill me? Like, this was an attempted murder. Because a rich billionaire wanted them like this, lol. Now giving Fallout. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to consider it, RoboCop, that was a dystopian cyberpunk future. There's a little bit of Fallout in RoboCop. Looks like the cops are about to go on strike once they find out Becker's trying to replace him with robo-scabs.
What's going on over there?
Becker's here, and the cops are not happy. Becker tested an army of robots on RoboCop. Can you believe that?
That is so unethical. To conduct an experiment without our supervision?
Let's see what. Capacity. This one. Pink Pony Club. What? Automatically hit T. Guess I can't do anything about this. I guess I can't put anything on. Sucks. Well, what's the point of massive damage if oh, no critical hits. I don't know if I want that anyway. Oh, I don't want the 20%. Go ahead. Which kind of sucks because I do want. Oh, I guess there's no way for me to get these without hitting these penalties. It actually lowers my weapon damage. As good as I'm going to be able to get it.
Right.
Hey, Becker's here. Let me get my hands on him.
It's a new age, and you have to accept it. My robots are here to stay. Detroit will become the first city policed entirely by my machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about? Murphy's one of us.
You're a little confused. That's RoboCop you're talking about. Murphy's the guy who's legally dead.
That's it. We are going on strike.
We are cops. Cops do not go on strike.
Oh,
That's
shut the fuck
spirit,
up.
old timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million
Oh,
dollar
bust
contracts
that guy's
to
head
sign.
open.
You know, the usual.
Strike breaking
Well, that
rat ass
sucks.
bastard.
We can't just sit here and do nothing.
You can do something. Your cruiser needs cleaning after your last shift.
Oh, this guy fucking
If you have a hard
sucks.
time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too. Murphy, briefing room, now.
Buddy, you don't want to be alone with me right now after witnessing this shit.
First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowski. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Starting to think it's you, man.
Rick,
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
We start by asking the source.
What are you suggesting?
I pay Wendell a visit in jail.
Good thinking. You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on him, I will squeeze more than just a confession.
I will squeeze his penis. Very delicately. I wouldn't turn your back to these guys if I was you, man.
Hey, Murphy. That news lady's in the lobby waiting to talk to you.
Oh, I just...
Robo, do you have a
Oh,
minute?
this is a different news lady. No, wait, she's just gussied up.
Listen, I wanted to say that I misjudged you. My crusade is against OCP. You were just collateral. So to extend an olive branch, I'd like to give you this.
What is it?
It's the tape of you glitching the other day at the mall. It's the only copy, so you can do whatever you want with it.
I am sure your TV station would love to play the tape.
Yeah, that's why you need to take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Now that I have you here, can I interview you as a consolation prize? They want me to ask you about the election. Seems that people value your opinion.
I would be happy to oblige.
Okay, roll the tape. I'm here at Metro West conducting an interview with a man that needs no introduction. RoboCop. One of the more contentious points brought up during the election is the construction of Delta City. Many believe that Delta City will destroy old Detroit. Mayor Cusack spoke at length about the illegal evictions that OCP has been planning in order to start the construction. Other candidates, namely John Mills, believe that Delta City is a chance to clean up the city. What are your thoughts on this subject? Is Delta City the future of old Detroit?
Mills is right. Delta City is hope for Detroit. Cusack is right. Delta City will be Detroit's downfall. Delta City seems promising. Current day Detroit is my focus. That's a cop-out answer, RoboCop. Well, Mills was sitting there clapping and cheering while those robots were fucking trying to wreck me, so fuck that dude.
Delta City will be Detroit's downfall.
So you agree with Mayor Cusack that Delta City will bring more harm to the city? Thank you for clarifying your stance on this important topic. This has been RoboCop for Channel 9. Samantha Ortez, signing off. Thanks for the interview, Robo. We'll get out of your hair as soon as we're done packing up the equipment.
I know Cusack isn't great, but he's not another corporate suit.
Tuh, not great.
Okay, right. But still, everyone knows that OCP...
I saw Becker tear the rookie a new one for what he did at that factory. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already on the way out.
You guys fucking suck. What he did at that factory was like, tried to save my life. RoboCop, you ought to glitch out right now and just fucking waste this whole joint. Blame it on OCP.
Oh, she is doing real good. She had that fire in her eyes. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm really glad to hear that. I can tell someone is missing her.
Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, what's up, Wisp? I thought I said hi to you earlier. Maybe I was mistaken. I'm about to sign off for the night here in a second. OCP Correctional Facility, they have their own jail?
Look, they still keep that metal fuck running. What a waste of electricity.
I mean, he did catch you.
You too, fucker.
So he chose against launching the nukes. Yeah, what's up, CJH? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? You know what? This is actually a pretty good spot for me. I don't want to stay up too late tonight. But yeah, I don't know if he was ever like my general thought was like he wasn't planning on using nukes, but maybe was and probably still is considering giving Israel the thumbs up to use nukes, but definitely going to launch a barrage, if not drop MOABs on critical infrastructure. Real war crime stuff, which is what he was bragging about to begin with. But whatever the case may be, I'm glad that that's at least postponed for now. Oh, what an obnoxious day. I think someone talked him out of it on his side. I think what it was the explosion of outrage from everyone. Like Alex Jones was out there sounding like me. Like, of all the things, like Alex Jones was out there acting like he was a lifelong Democrat, basically. Like, yeah, there was just way too much backlash. There's like a huge movement now. Finally, the Democrats are like, they woke up, and a bunch of them are supporting impeachment and 25th Amendment. There's a big growing movement amongst conservatives to use the 25th Amendment. And there was just too much. It was too much heat. It was too much. He woke up, popped off the craziest tweet you'll ever see, and there was way too much heat on him from that. So there wasn't that much he could do other than just like either. And it also sounds like China got involved in the mediation as well. So may have been a confluence of things that he just could not what's the word I'm looking for? Surmise? I think surmise is the word I'm looking for. It was pretty crazy, though. Well, it would have started World War III? Yeah, very likely. Very likely. Joe wrote Pink Pony Club, I was cooking. The Moon Project referenced it, and he is locked in. I haven't been paying as much attention to that as I probably should. I should look into the Artemis 2 stuff and see how it's going. It is cool that it's happening, but for me, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't know it was a thing that was even hooked up. It was just one day, very randomly, a rocket was launching.
I am in the Twilight Zone right now. I am officially in the Twilight Zone right now. And I'm sitting there watching Trump wreck MAGA, wreck the Republicans, wreck the world economy, maybe wreck the planet physically. And then I'm just looking over at the Democrats smiling and giggling and everything else when they did nothing in Congress to block this. Playing with fire, gambling again. There should be a coalition of Republicans and Democrats, and they should vote in on the war powers and say you don't have it, and they should cut the damn funding of this. My God, what's it going to take? Trump ending the world?
All of a sudden, he is mad that the Democrats aren't stopping it. He's mad that they aren't introducing the War Powers resolution. Like he wasn't completely and totally on the opposite side of that right up until that tweet. Like between him and Tucker Carlson also popped off in a pretty psychotic, well, not psychotic. He popped off in a great way, but coming from where he came from, it's pretty, the about face is pretty psychotic. But it was just too much. It was too much. I don't even know if yeah, look at this. Like, and I posted, like, honestly, this is the kind of unity that makes me feel patriotic. Tucker's monologue is unironically good. So this is like, Tucker Carlson posts this. John Favreau, who was an Obama guy, the Pod Save America dude, posted the entire monologue is worth watching. And then Glenn Greenwald, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he is like, I don't even know what to classify him as. He's libertarian who has come, he's a journalist who was born of leftist stock, but then kind of became like a weird quasi MAGA libertarian sometime after 2016. And then like he was in jail. I think got arrested in Brazil under Bolsonaro, and he was eventually released, but he was still somehow sympathetic with MAGA up until very recently, where he's still kind of maybe center right libertarian with some left libertarian views here or there. He's a weird dude, but the fact that he's reposting a Favre tweet, a Favre retweet of basically praise for Tucker Carlson is like a turducken of the entire political spectrum. Well, almost the entire political spectrum. You've got far right, center left, libertarian, whatever. And then you've got Alex Jones saying this shit, and Marjorie Taylor Greene was, I mean, she's been saying shit for a little while now, but she said some pretty decent shit. Like, it was a wild one today. Today was a wild one. I saw this. This was from my phone. What the fuck kind of, this is like a nodie that you're waking up to, you know that you're in for bad times. Does killing a whole civilization count as a war crime? What kind of fucking question is that? Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah, this is Alex Jones tweeting this. A war crime alert. Ugh. This was a crazy day. I was terrified. Iranians form human chains around power plants and bridges as Donald Trump warns a whole civilization will die tonight. As Trump issued his most explicit threat yet, videos circulating online show civilians gathering around power stations and key infrastructure. This also worried me because I did think that there was a north of 50% chance that something would happen, and like all of these people are putting themselves right in the dangerous path. So like all of it was just a lot of anxiety, a lot of Fallout is coming anxiety. I was searching for my Pit Boy. I'm stocked up on my Sunset Sarsaparillas. I know, Galby. I know. It was a wild one today. What? Okay, I'm about to end it. Mad at me. He's mad at me. I can't even remember what all. It's a heavy day. A lot of this. Texas, the Democratic Socialists of America is now outpolling AIPAC by a wide margin. The most popular politician other than James Tallarico is Bernie Sanders. So Texas is kind of having its own movement, kind of bubbling beneath the surface here. Yeah, Mike Quigley was amongst many others who have been saying that the 25th Amendment should be invoked by Trump's cabinet to remove him from office, but what's the likelihood of that happening? Every country would have invaded the states. Oh, I don't think that would have happened at all. That wouldn't have happened at all. No, we have the most nukes. That would not have happened at all. What would have happened though was it would have been a green light for Russia to use a nuke on Ukraine, and it probably would have been a green light for Pakistan and India to light each other up. Like, it would not have been good. It would not have been good. I think had Trump been around in the Cold War, he would have launched. Probably. Of course, they aren't doing anything. They're all profiting. Passing out. Good stream. Good job. Hey, thanks, Toaster. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, it's RT. What do you expect to get? RT. Didn't know Alex Jones had a home on RT. RT doesn't have anything to RT. It has nothing to do with RT, is that it has everything to do with him saving his brand. Pretty likely, actually. What, the 25th Amendment? I don't know. I don't know if it is likely. He is surrounded by sycophants and has fired anybody that may have even sniffed at the possibility of pulling the trigger on him before he pulled the trigger on them, like Bondi, maybe even Kash Patel. I don't know. He's talking about getting rid of Witkoff now, or not Witkoff, but Lutnick. I mean, and Pete Hegseth has been firing generals left and right, or at least trying to. He's gotten rid of a lot, but there are some who refuse to resign. I don't know what's going to happen with that dude. I mean, there's been a lot of smoke from the administration, but I don't know in which direction that fire is pointed at. But I just don't get the sense that anybody in his admin have the will or interest to be the first. I don't know if the 25th Amendment has ever been invoked in the past, but I don't know if they have the will to be the first to do it. I've been following a movement of doctors who specialize in dementia. They all have been counting down the days till he dies or gets 25th. I think he'll die before he gets 25th. Shit, they didn't even do that with Reagan. That was barely sentient by the end. They were saying 3 weeks, the week before Easter. I mean, they've been doing that. They've been counting down. Honestly, like, this is kind of symptomatic of what happens in authoritarian fascist states. Is people just become so desperate that they start looking for signs of like faltering health. And that's not saying he doesn't have faltering health. He does. But I remember when Russia first invaded Ukraine, people were like, "Oh, Vladimir Putin has cancer. He's moments away from death," and the guy is still out there shirtless horseback riding. Like, there's a certain sense of like cope to some of the wish casting involved with, oh, he's just a week away from dying. He was like 3 months away from dying a year ago. So I don't know how much ad block. I don't know how much weight I want to put into the idea that like he's just a couple of weeks away. Like, I'm not saying he's in good health. He probably will perish in office at some point, but that's not what I'm pushing my chips. I think they gave him too much credit. UFOs would have turned the nukes off, maybe. His admin aren't the ones in control of the 25th. It has to come from the cabinet. The cabinet members have to be the ones to invoke the 25th. It was invoked when Biden got a colonoscopy. Well, that's okay. So I didn't realize. So that's when like the president is incapacitated, the vice president will temporarily become the president. Um, or will temporarily. So I don't know if they have, it's officially president, but they will serve in the capacity of the president if like the president is capacitated from a medical situation. Like that happens when Trump goes to the hospital too, and Pence is the one that's in charge. So that's a little bit different than the 25th Amendment as it's being debated, I believe. Oh, I guess Nixon used it looks like. Interesting. He used it to nominate Gerald Ford to fill the vacancy left by Spiro Agnew's resignation. Hmm. Ability. For the president office, until he transmits them to a written declaration, such powers and duties shall be destroyed by vice president. That's when the declaration by yeah, here it is. Declaration by vice president and cabinet members of the president's inability. This is, I think, what people are mainly asking for. The vice president, a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such bodies as Congress may provide by or may by law provide, transmit to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge power and duties of the office. The vice president shall immediately assume powers and duties of office of acting president. Thereafter, when the president to the president pro tempore and Senate representatives declaration that no inability exists, he shall resume the powers of office. Okay, so that's the one that they're because so it does need to come by way if the president himself doesn't do it. And honestly, maybe they're taught maybe Vance is trying to make a deal himself. Maybe he's like, hey, do 25th yourself, don't make us do it on you, do it yourself, just cite health reasons. I'll give you pardons. I'll pardon you. You just do this, I'll pardon you. Maybe that discussion's happening. But I think that's more likely to happen than JD Vance and a majority of the cabinet forcing it on Trump. It was an actor like, JD Vance is going to be the one who has been playing the spy within the Trump administration. He was pretty quick to imply the nuke almost like a warning. Still not as hard as they want you to think. It's not hard because it's like a difficult process. Like I'm saying it's not likely to happen in my view because they're all sycophants. Like they're not normal people. Like maybe in a Biden administration or Obama administration, maybe even in a W administration, although that's significantly less likely. In a quote unquote normal admin, it probably would be more likely to happen. Even though it didn't happen for Reagan and he was also suffering from Alzheimer's. But this administration isn't normal. These guys are cultist. They are diehard loyalist. They have nothing to like. The director of the FBI is a podcaster. Like he's got nothing. He's a podcaster who was honeypotted by an Israeli spy. He's got nothing going on for him. Like beyond this, Pam Bondi, just last week was reported to have literally been begging Trump to not fire her. You know, and he's talking about giving her a judgeship somewhere. Like these people are not going to turn on Trump. He very deliberately and specifically stocked his administration up with the most true believers he could find. So unless like I don't know. He would have to do something personally wacky. When I say personally wacky, I mean like he's in the middle of a meeting and then like he just pulls his junk out, starts helicoptering it around until he trips and falls and then shits himself. Like if he does that in like the middle of a meeting with 50 people around him, then they would probably do it. But it would take something like that, like him just being a more extreme version of his already extreme self. I don't think that's going to be enough to do it. Honestly, I think they are going to drop bombs on us citizens and false flag Iran, putting us in a position we can't 25th at all, or 23rd. Oh, I think you meant 25th at all, or the next bullet isn't going to miss, and they are going to martyr him for a civil war. False flag, probably. I kind of have that fear myself. There's another crook situation, maybe with better aim. I don't only his diehard cultists will martyr him. He is a deeply, deeply disliked person right now. Only other president has been as disliked as him was W. And it took W to the end of his last term, the final waning months of his last term, when the economy was truly collapsing, for people to realize how shitty he was. And the fact that Trump still has 2 years left and he's already at that level of dislike, he doesn't bounce or, croak, then he's got plenty of runway to become even more disliked than George W. And ain't nobody gonna be shedding tears if anything happens to that guy then. JD Vance comes off as someone who would turn against Trump last minute. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He is nothing if not a shrewd political opportunist. So you're not wrong there. But he was in Hungary today in the middle of all of that shit that was happening with Trump's tweet. And he wasn't saying anything contrary. In fact, he was backing Trump up. He was saying, yeah, it might do it or whatever. He was fully on board when the rest of the conservative movement that aren't diehard MAGA was turning against him. So I don't know. He probably is maybe the most likely. It's not going to be Stephen Miller, that's for sure. But I don't know. You're basically saying he's the least likely monkey to throw his own shit. It's like, okay, but the likelihood is still pretty high. He's still a shit throwing monkey. They aren't cultists to Trump. They're cultists to Heritage Foundation. Trump is the puppet and he is used up mentally. I kind of disagree with that. I mean, there is some truth to that. Like everything that Trump is doing is just what conservatives have always been doing, have always wanted to do. So yes, to a degree, they are ideologically bound to the Heritage Foundation's platform, but they would not be where they are, nor would they be as devoted to what's happening right now if it wasn't for the cult of personality of Trump. And I don't know what it is about. He's got that MAGA energy that at least 20% of the country are always going to be on board with, no matter what happens. It could be the 20% of the country that's like, no war in Iran, we're tired of these forever wars. Then the second he invades, all of a sudden, that same 20% MAGA are going to be like, it's a good thing we went to war. Like he's doing a good job. He's saving us. We got to fight them over there, so we don't fight them here. Whatever they're fucking saying. Like the cult's got a cult. They're always going to follow. And there is no rhyme or reason to trying to figure out why they do what they do. You just got to write them off as they're just going to always follow their leader. And I think that the cabinet members are just elevated cultists. Like, why else would you hire Kash Patel, a podcaster who wrote a fucking dick-sucking Trump kids book, to be the head of the FBI? You don't do that because he's got the chops to lead the FBI. You do it because he's a cultist. You identified a cult follower. Heritage Foundation will discard him so effing fast. if that were true, I think they already would have done it. And maybe it's coming. I don't know. Like the tide turned real fast today after that tweet, so maybe it's coming. But I don't know. I just don't see that. I don't see that. Like that's generally speaking, it's also not quite how Republicans work. They don't like there was one instance in history where Republicans were really good at devouring their own, and that was the Tea Party movement. And the Tea Party movement was just MAGA before MAGA. And now all of those guys are in charge, and they just don't really self-immolate that much. A lot of the pundits are like Candace Owens is beefing with Ben Shapiro, is beefing with whatever right winger on the radio is saying. Like there's a civil war going on amongst the pundit class. Tucker is beefing with everybody, I guess, but the base, they don't follow the pundit class. They don't like they're having their own fight, and the base is just still following Trump. So Republicans just for whatever reason they just don't really give to. They're not the left liberals, leftists, wherever progressives. They love fight the fuck out of one another. Like it's not a party until a fucking anarchist is in a fight with a Trotsky, some Trotsky, follower, a Marxist, Leninist, Maoist, and a left libertarian. Anybody, any excuse to get into a fight from the left, they're going to get into a fight. And they're going to eat their own. And it's why the left has relatively little power in America, because that shit keeps happening. But the right's the opposite, which is why they have consolidated a lot of power. I hope that changes. I hope it changes, but we'll have to see. JD Vance is funded and backed by the Heritage Foundation. I mean, he's funded and backed by Peter Thiel, so I guess it depends on whatever Peter Thiel wants. Okay. Give me 1 second, all right? I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, he is following Project 2025 that Heritage Foundation wrote. They wrote it to manipulate the MAGA cult. Trump isn't the cult leader, just a figurehead. Heritage Foundation will put JD in Trump's place. That won't work. JD Vance does not have the charisma or likability to do what Donald Trump can do. He just like I think that people on the left kind of underestimate the value of charisma and charm. And once a very skilled con man, and Donald Trump is one of the best con men to ever do it. Once a very skilled con man charms a person, then there is no such thing as ideology. Like you can't swap that guy out. You can't remove that con man that has used his charisma and his skill at manipulating people to gather a cult. You can't place him out with some guy that just doesn't have the ability to do that. They're not going to listen to him. They're not going to follow him, or at least they won't to the degree that they do Trump. It's why 2020 Republican primary, you had all of these fucking Republicans that were desperate to not let Trump get the nomination again. Everybody was afraid of Ron DeSantis, right? I remember, like, people thought, oh man, Ron DeSantis is going to be the worst version of Trump because he's going to be competent. Trump is an idiot. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He bumbled his way through his first term, but Ron DeSantis has experience as a governor. Like, he knows how to work the process. He knows how to pull the right levers. Like, he's going to be the Trump, but effective. And that's scary. We got to worry about Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis didn't do shit in the primary because he doesn't have the juice that Trump had. He is the least charismatic, the most robotic, the weirdest socially awkward dude that you could put in front of like the MAGA cult to try to see if he can take the reins from Trump. And he couldn't. Crashed and burned just like everybody else did, because once that cult is charmed by that charismatic con man, that's the only person they're interested in following. So This is also why the pundit class. This is also why the pundit class are having their MAGA civil war right now. It's why Alex Jones is suddenly mad that the Democrats aren't doing enough to stop Trump, right? It's why Tucker Carlson is out there sounding like fucking, he's given all of these monologues that makes him sound like fucking Hassan Piker. He's and you got Candace Owens that's just going hog wild on Erica Kirk and just going crazy with like the Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories that's making Ben Shapiro pissed off, and she's going after Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro's going after Tucker Carlson. Like, the reason why that's happening is because those people know, like, it doesn't matter that the base doesn't give a shit about the MAGA civil war. They really don't. They're just following Trump as long as they can. They're having their civil war because they know that once Trump is gone, their coalition falls apart, and they don't know what direction the conservative movement goes after Trump is gone. Like, is it going to be a populist movement against Israel? There's a big move in that direction in the right, and the right has always been very strong devotees of the Israeli project. But this is why you have Ben Shapiro arguing with Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens and shit. And Alex Jones kind of played both sides of that equation, but he's been kind of dipping into like criticizing Trump, but not quite criticizing Trump. He still wanted to keep his MAGA bona fides until today. And today was the first time where it looked like he made a decision. And that decision is, okay, this Trump thing is going to go down. It's not going to float long enough for me to reestablish some kind of a brand here. I've got to get on the even if it's not explicitly anti-MAGA, he's getting on an anti-MAGA train for opportunistic sake, for the grift of it, I guess. So they know that once the cult leader's gone, it's the Wild West for the conservative movement. And there's no telling who's going to take the reins. There's no telling which direction it's going to go. One thing about the Republican Party that's different from the Democratic Party is that they're the polar opposite in the Democrats, in that they follow their base to a T. The Democratic Party fucking despises their base and fights their base tooth and nail. But the Republican Party will move heaven and earth to make their base happy. But they don't know what that means right now, because their base are still charmed by the cult leader that's about to crash and burn. Everybody else in the country hates that fucking guy, but there's always going to be 20% of MAGA that just supports him no matter what. So that's what that fight's all about. And that's why I think that you're not going to be able to just slot JD Vance in place of Trump and have the ship still, have the whole thing still work. Like, it might for a little while, but JD Vance, he's probably worse than Ron DeSantis when it comes to like politicking. He's a very disliked dude. This is how I see it. In a Baptist church, the pastor gets caught with a what a hell of a setup for this premise. In a Baptist church, the pastor gets caught with a minor. The church replaces him with a new pastor and don't talk about what the first pastor did. They just keep worshiping and pretend they didn't follow a bad man. The church carries on. Heritage Foundation, the church, a new pastor, ignore the old pastor. Church carries on. I think in that analogy, the issue is that the church is not in direct conflict with like a rival church vying for its Jesus, words are escaping me today. Partitioners? See, the problem is, yeah, the church of conservatism, they're always going to do what they're going to do. They've been wanting to do this Heritage Foundation shit since William Buckley. So there's nothing new there. But because we do live in some semblance of a democracy, they got to get independent voters and even some stupid Democrats or whatever the case may be. They got to get those guys into the pews. And pastor gets caught diddling kids. Sure, the devotees are going to stay there in the pews, but those independent guys, they're going to leave. They're going to be like, I don't want to be involved with this. And that's what's happening with MAGA right now. And they're going to need those people there if there's any semblance of maintaining the power they need to get their project across. So I get where you're getting at, but there's still a lot of other extenuating factors that they have to work against. And getting your base on board is always like the first step. It's the thing you have to do in order to generate excitement amongst the people that aren't in your base. And that's what Trump has always been good at. Why he's always been very difficult to campaign against, because he can whip up his base and then his base can whip up the independents, right? But that only works. It only works if A, you're the outsider railing against the establishment, i.e. Trump in 2016 when he was going up against the quote-unquote establishment of Hillary Clinton, the anointed candidate, or 2024 when he had been out of office and he was vying to get back into office by going up against the establishment of Joe Biden. But once he's in, once he has that entrenched power, he just fucking sucks and everybody knows it. And nobody knows it. People know it better now than before because everything is fucking terrible. Gas prices are through the roof. We're talking about wars left and right. We got people dying in Iran and they are actively covering up the casualty count. And people know that they're actively hiding the number of people that were killed in Iran. And food prices are out of control. It's just everything's really, really bad. We've got negative job. We have job losses. We had 90,000 jobs lost in February, as opposed to like the routine 150, 130, 190,000 jobs that were created per month, under Biden. Now we're losing jobs like it's COVID again. Things are bad and people recognize it. And when they look to the guy on top to see what the direction is going to be to fix it, he's in denial. He's saying everything's great. America's never been hotter. And we're going to invade Greenland. He was on video just a couple days ago saying, we can't fund Medicare. We can't fund daycare. We got to pay for war. Like, he literally said that. Like, people aren't going to be on board with that shit. So I think that the proof of my I guess hypothesis is just the fact that all the pundits are jumping ship. Like, you got Tucker Carlson, who came out before a lot. Well, I think it may have been, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson both kind of did their turn around the same time, which was generally around the time that he first bombed Iran. But they've got a lot of new people following him right now. Got a lot of new faces that are new right-wing faces that are turning against the administration. And I think that that's the proof of what I'm saying is, like, this shit's falling apart. This coalition can't be rebuilt. Once the keel's cracked, the ship's going down. And I think that the keel had been taking a lot of damage up until now with tariffs and everything else. ICE, people flipping on Trump on immigration and ICE and shit. Like, all of that was damaged, but for whatever reason, and I guess I shouldn't say for whatever reason, because that tweet was fucking crazy. That tweet was categorically insane. And AOC is right here. The statement changes nothing. The president has threatened a genocide against the Iranian people and is continuing to leverage that threat. He has launched a massive war of enormous risk and the catastrophic consequences without reason, rationale, nor congressional authorization, which is a very clear violation of the Constitution as any. He says, goes on, the risk and criminality of these actions escalate our nation and the world. Moreover, this administration's self-enrichment, that's another guy has just been scamming and conning left and right. Insider trading and pure corruption off this chaos, from the cryptocurrencies to predictive trading markets to bribe settlements and the pardons too, has placed the Trump administration's pursuit of personal wealth squarely against the well-being of our nation and its people. All of these incidents and plenty more have clearly driven our country past the threshold for impeachment or invocation of the 25th Amendment. We cannot risk the world nor the well-being of our nation any longer. None of these considerations should be partisan, but shared in good faith by Americans of all backgrounds who care for the safety and stability of the United States. Whether by its cabinet or Congress, the president must be removed from office. We are playing with the brink. Like, a lot of people, not just AOC, people on the right have been echoing that sentiment. I don't think you put this toothpaste back in the tube, and I don't think you can swap it out with JD Vance and have like the same level of efficacy. I think JD Vance has been dealing with power struggles behind the scene a little bit. Not that the vice president has a great deal of power, but that's kind of the problem. That's a little bit of the problem. They don't need charisma. They need absolution. They need a lack of accountability. Call dementia out. Give them a new puppet. They can pretend they didn't vote for this, and their faith in the GOP is preserved. Heritage Foundation wins. If that was true, then Democrats wouldn't be winning massive elections all across the country right now. Like, Republicans are getting snuffed out in special election after special election. And it's looking like the midterms, they're going to get routed even harder should they occur without incident. But even if they do occur with incident, it might be too much of a landslide to matter the way things have been moving. So like that's a part of and that was honestly a little bit of Obama's issue too, because Obama had the charisma too, and he always had his base, but he did poorly in midterm elections. He struggled to get turnout, and that's why he ended up losing Congress in his terms. It is just naturally a hard thing for a sitting president to do. Only W had, through, I guess, for lack of a better word, through the grace of 9/11 and the pro-war sentiment and the quest for vengeance after 9/11, was W able to gain seats and majorities in the midterms, but it usually doesn't happen that way. If the Heritage Foundation and the ideology that they espouse was enough, with that they didn't need a charismatic leader, then I think Republicans would just be doing better across the board. Because they all believe the same shit. It's just some people are better at selling it than others. Never underestimate the value of a solid salesman. Always be selling. Well, fact is, Trump's brain is leaking out his ears. Either Heritage Foundation give the reins to JD Vance and keep their cult, or they let Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs destroy everything they built with the right having power in this country. I mean, from like a strategy standpoint, I think that's kind of the play in works. That's kind of what, not in works, but there has been talk. I mean, there's a reason why there's so much talk about the 25th Amendment amongst conservatives, because that is the question. You're not going to get the efficacy of Trump by a JD Vance, but what you can get from a JD Vance is at least an opportunity to shore up what they've accomplished before they get completely run out of town. Like, they can, like, JD Vance, I guess, would be the lifeboat, I suppose. Like, if the ship is sinking, maybe he's a lifeboat boat. Maybe they can just have base level steady governance that will allow them to, appoint judges and maybe still pass some shitty legislation here and there. I mean, they would have to retain Congress for that. So if they don't retain Congress and they do have JD Vance, then he's going to be a bulwark against investigations to the degree that he can. He's going to be a veto machine. He's still going to try to, he'll probably start seeing some Supreme Court resignations. You might see Clarence Thomas resign so that JD Vance could put some 21-year-old recent law school grad on the Supreme Court for a lifetime appointment. Probably see some stuff like that, but you're definitely not going to see what you saw from Trump implementing Project 2025 in the year 2025, where they hit the ground running and they were just doing shit left and right, left and right. Keeping in mind that all the shit that they were doing left and right and left and right were largely executive orders. So you'll still get some executive order shit, but get a democratic president. They could do what Zoran did when Zoran, like, I think Zoran's first day as mayor of New York City, the very first executive order he signed was an executive order to undo all of Mayor Eric Adams' executive orders. He just had one executive order that basically said all of Eric Adams' executive orders are henceforth null and void. Which is the problem with executive orders. It's why you want to codify things in law rather than executive orders, because whoever steps in as a Democrat first day on the job, they can just say all of Trump's executive orders are hereby rendered null and void. Then not everything, but a sizable amount of what Project 2025 was doing is rendered useless, basically, because they haven't been codifying them in law. Like, if anything, if there is a push to get Trump out and JD Vance in, it's probably so that they can, like, retract. You know, Trump's kind of all over the place. He's kind of doing whatever he wants, and he's allowing himself to, for whatever reason, whether he's a true believer or whether he's being blackmailed by Epstein material, he's allowing himself to be manipulated by Benjamin Netanyahu. He's committing troops to shit that he should not commit troops to. It's a massive distraction. It's destroying reputation, etc., etc. If they could just get rid of all of that, put JD Vance in a room with a bunch of fucking pre-printed executive orders that he just signs, they probably want to do that more than continue to deal with all the smoke that Trump is bringing. So if there is a play for the 25th Amendment, that's probably going to be the reason why. But I just personally don't think that, I don't think any of those guys have the balls to do it. That's the long and short of it. Is I just don't think they have the balls to do it. And that's literally mutiny. That's mutiny on the bounty. Who's going to be the first to say the captain's got to go? Exactly that. Nailed it. So the important question is, can the administration restrict voting enough for them to hold power come the midterms? They only have a short time to be batshit crazy before they will face consequences. I mean, that's what they've been trying to do. They're still going to try to get this SAVE Act shit passed. Don't know if they'll be capable of doing that, but right now, I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, they already tried to do the redistricting thing, and that might blow up in their face. So they're talking about putting ICE at polling stations, and we got to see what judges say about that. We've been getting some pretty solid victories from the courts, at least in that respect. So kudos, I guess, to some semblances of America's institutions. There are some that are still being upheld. JD Vance, the veto and pardon machine. Now we're on the same page. Yeah, I just don't know if I mean, as far as like the 25th Amendment, I just don't know if they have the balls to pull that trigger. If it is invoked, I think it's going to be done in the way where Trump resigns himself, and he'll be like, I have to step down from medical issue, and then JD Vance gets sworn in and pardons Trump as a part of their deal. And Trump moves to fucking Mar-a-Lago, Argentina. Just as big balls. They could blame anything on Trump's dementia. It's complete mulligan on anything bad done in both times Trump was in office. I don't think it's that easy, because there was too much compliance. That's the other problem with the 25th Amendment. Like, if you say 25th Amendment, you gotta have like a rock solid, surefire case that this motherfucker has been exhibiting some real mental downturns, to be able to be like, okay, this is a problem that's been progressing to the point where now we have to invoke this, right? Problem is, a lot of really bad shit has been happening, which means that throughout the course of this guy's, to you at least, visible deterioration, you could have pulled the plug on this. Again, we're talking about potentially hundreds of casualties in Iran that the administration today is covering up. If you 25th Amendment, that means basically you knew this guy was fucked up and you still let him commit troops to a war in Iran that caused hundreds of deaths, and then he covered it up. You knew that he was mentally incapacitated, I guess, the legal termination, whatever it is, mental inability, I guess. You knew he did not have the ability to cognitively perform his functions, and you still allowed him to commit troops to Iran and cover up the true casualty count. Like, that doesn't look good on anyone either. That's a whole different scandal. It's literally the thing that they attacked Democrats for with Biden. When Biden bailed from his presidential campaign, in the middle of the campaign, you had a lot of Republicans that were like, Democrats knew that Joe Biden was mentally incapable of doing this job, and how they put our country at risk, and how long do the Democrats know? Blah 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 blah. They that was a huge talking point for them, and it's not an entirely incorrect one. But Joe Biden didn't commit, dozens of thousands of soldiers to Iran in a incredibly ill-advised military campaign that caused the complete and total destruction of most of our military bases over there, and who knows how many hundreds of people. Joe Biden didn't do that. He wasn't good. He still allowed the genocide to occur for a fucking year and a half or so, but he, at the very least, did not do that. So if they do 25th Amendment in that way, they've got a lot to answer for. They've got a lot to answer for, especially if the Democrats take the House and Senate and then end up with investigative powers. They end up with the ability to do subpoenas and impeachments and trials in the Senate. Like, I think that there is some level of calculation going on for people who do have the ability to do 25th Amendment to be like, okay, we could do this, but we are exposing ourselves to some hardcore criminality here. Like, we could 25th Amendment this, and then we can all end up in Gitmo or whatever. So yeah, it's I don't think it's, the calculation from our end is simple, but for the people that would actually have to be responsible for making that call, I don't think it's that simple at all for them, especially if they don't have balls. Like, if they are spineless, toady ass cult members, then they're not going to have the courage to turn against their leader in the best of circumstances, let alone in circumstances where they might end up getting frog walked themselves. Bullshit putting ICE at voting places. Yeah, I mean, I hope that doesn't happen. We'll have to see, but I hope it doesn't happen. Thanks for getting a pod again. Good to hear you, and I agree with you. The cult of personality will ride or die with the great leader, so they will stay on this train until Trump croaks. Yeah, I mean, though, that there's always going to be that 20% that's never going to go away. I don't think he's going to live long enough for him to avoid the 25th. He isn't just in the batshit part of dementia. He is on the I can't swallow correctly, I can't walk right, I'm shitting myself, I'm having to wear a diaper, physically unable to care for myself level of fucked up. He legit isn't going to be alive for much longer as someone who lost numerous loved ones to this illness. He won't be alive much longer. I give him 3 months at most. Heritage Foundation has to spin this and quick. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I just remember they were saying 3 months, like in the middle of 2025. So it's just not something that I don't think can be relied on, but you might be right. I mean, he's obviously not in good health. He very clearly, visibly is not in good health. But who knows, man? Dick Cheney lived till he was in his 90s. Henry Kissinger lived until he was 100. Like, evil finds a way to stay alive. No matter how fucked up they might be physically, evil finds a way to stick around. If Cheney could live into his 90s and Kissinger could live to 100, not sure how much hope put on. You're right, Spike can make you live forever. Yeah, it's a great health program, I guess. They should teach that in the nursing homes. Develop some spite. You'll stick around a little longer. And I was supposed to leave an hour ago. It's not going to help my want to get to sleep earlier thing, but I guess I had a little bit of ranting left in me. But dementia will destroy you from inside out. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll all see. We have no choice but to see. We all have no choice but to see, because we're all locked in this prison with this madman, so we will all see. It's a day to rant. Well, now it's a day for me to go to sleep. So thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate it as always. I'll probably be back on Friday. Probably not going to stream tomorrow. Probably not going to stream Thursday, but I'll try to be back on Friday. So hope to see you all again then. If not, take care. See you when I see you. Thanks for streaming. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Wisp. I appreciate it. I'll be at Fair. Yeah, you'll be at Fair. You got a couple more weeks of that. Having money issues, so I don't know if I'll... Money issues and gas don't help. The gas price thing doesn't help, so I don't know if I'll be able to get out there this weekend, but maybe next weekend I can. If that's the last weekend, then that's just how I'm destined to enjoy Ren Fair from now until the end, is always on the very last weekend. Take care, everybody. I'll see you when I see you.